Art to Art. Sharon Edwards, ceramic artist and sculptor. It is almost time for the first Nillumbik Artists Open Studios event of 2026. Warrandyte painter Esther Sharon sat down with Sharon Edwards for a heart-to-heart about her art.
How long have you been working with clay? And what made you choose this medium?
Growing up near Dunmurchan Artist Colony in Coddles Bridge meant I was exposed to a lot of art. As a child in the 1970s and 1980s, I went to pottery shows and got to know some of the local big-name potters like Peter Laycock, Alma Shanahan and Jeffrey Davidson. Clifton Pugh was active at that time in Dunmurchan too. My parents had personal links with Alma Shanahan. Peter Laycock gave night classes at Hurstbridge High School. I was a student at Hurstbridge High School, which had a great art department that inspired my creativity. It was where I fell in love with clay. I left high school before HSC to take on a secretarial job. It wasn't until I had my kids that I went back to clay. In the 1990s, I went to Potter's Cottage in Warrandyte and had lessons from Maureen Purser and Justin Purser. Jane Anwar was a great inspiration and encouraged me to do my diploma of ceramics. The course was at Epping TAFE. We were living in Eltham at the time and I had small children. I've been working with clay since then.
How would you describe the type of ceramics you make and the technique you use?
I make functional and sculptural work. The potter's wheel is used for functional vessels, plates, cups and bowls. The sculptural work is hand-built and designed to go mainly in gardens. These sculptural works form totems, stacked ceramic objects, which are themed towards Australian native flora and fauna. I don't stick to one genre as I get bored easily, so visitors to my studio will see a wide variety of work. There is a lot of porcelain in my studio at the moment. I like working with fine textured porcelain to make vessels. I carve it when it is leather hard or use shellac to wash away layers, creating a unique surface before it gets fired in the kiln.
Where do you find inspiration and what motivates you?
All flora and fauna inspire me. When I travel, nature is always my main focus. I love the beach and the ocean, and so you will see those motives in my work. Trying different techniques and exploring new ideas also inspires me.
Does anyone else practice ceramics in your studio?
Sometimes my adult children will come and dabble in my studio. I also teach one-on-one classes on a casual basis.
How long have you been a participant in open studios?
I started 16 years ago as Yao Yao Studios in St Andrews. Yao Yao was a collective consisting of Andrea Tilley, Sue McCormick and me. We had ceramics and Andrea did some metal work. We'd collaborate on different works, like sculptural pieces for the garden.
What is the role of ceramics in our society?
It's everywhere when you think about it. We use it every day. We wouldn't function as a society without it. Not only can it be functional, but sculptural and architectural. It has a huge role in our society.
Who was the most famous person to acquire your work?
Terry Napier, who is a renowned botanical artist and just happens to be my uncle.
Can I buy your work outside of open studios?
My studio is open most weekends, so people are free to drop in. I put signs out on the main road to indicate when I am open. Outside weekends, my studio is open by appointment.
What do visitors to your studio find most interesting?
The surroundings. Our garden gets a lot of attention. My husband is a professional gardener, so a lot of time and labour has gone into the garden. There is a large selection of unusual plants. It's an eclectic garden and it is filled with artwork from other artists from previous open studios. The garden also has some of my totem sculptures in it. Visitors are welcome to walk around the garden. Many people are delighted when they see my studio space in the rear of the garden.
What does open studios bring to Nillumbik?
Being in open studios has been a privilege. Not only do you participate with some amazing artists, but you are putting your work out there for the world to see. Open Studios is amazing for Nillumbik tourism. It brings so many people into our beautiful area, which not only benefits us artists, but also restaurants, wineries and cafes in the area.
Come along. This event sees 30 plus artists open 24 studios to the public. Visit painters, drawers, metal artists, printmakers, textile artists, collage artists, luthiers, sculptors and ceramicists in their studios to see their art process and view their artworks. Entry is free, all ages welcome. Nillumbik Artists Open Studios runs for 2 weekends from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. April 25 and 26 and May 2 and 3. For more information, visit artistsopenstudios.com. This story was read by Rebecca Rose, Simone Kiefer, Margaret Kelly.